how ready is PE for the influx of politicians as well as media that are going to be coming here from across the country? What safety measures are you having put in place to ensure that everything moves smoothly?
Yeah, our law enforcement teams are very ready to receive all the visitors which will be coming down to the Nelson Mandela area. But for now, I cannot divide on the areas, but we can say we do have teams from the province and also who are being reinforced by the national teams here. You'll remember that on the 11th of March, the national ministers come down to launch the Operation Lockdown approach, which aims is to focus on the gangsterism area. So we want to say to them they must not worry. We do have our teams ready for any other thing which might happen, but we believe, of course, that there's nothing which will happen because we are doing our work on a daily basis in the Nelson Mandela area.
And in areas such as these that are known for having problems with gangsters, what are you doing to also put potential voters at ease that those gangsters and problems will be quelled?
There's a visibility of members of the South African Police Services, also our organs of states, our safety forum forums are very active. Members of the CPF are very forum. Awareness is done by government. Ward committees and the councillors are on board doing awareness to people. I think one issue which is very paramount is visibility of our law enforcement officers every time, for our community members to have confidence that they are residing in safe environment.
Now, we know that the Nelson Mandela Stadium does take up a very big amount of people. Will there be law enforcement that will be brought in perhaps from other provinces? Is the province sufficiently equipped to handle the capacity that you'll be facing within the course of this weekend and the weekend?
As I have indicated earlier, all our law enforcement members, SAPS, your traffic officers and everything. Reinforcement, of course, when it's needed, is done by the National Police. They are already here, and also security members of our security forces also are within the Nelson Mandela area.
On the issue of the law enforcement visibility, there's a complaint around the...
Introduce yourself, yes.
My name is Zimasa from KQFM. On the issue of law enforcement visibility, the community does raise some concerns of the fact of the police not being so much visible, especially during the actual activities of violence that takes place in the area. Is there perhaps any enhancement that you have done?
If you may recall, especially in the area we are in, the northern area, this is the area which is having more members from gangsters. And we believe that what we have been done by government by deploying a number of police officers is sufficient, because we've argued that there is a decline in crime moving from the 11th up to the 31st of March. However, we understand that members of the community cannot easily understand that that's one area, and also if the issue of gangsterism have been here for decades, so it cannot be something which can be taken off within a month or two. But what I can confirm is that our members from the force, the SAPS, are there. Let's also understand that they cannot be everywhere where murder is taking place and other activities are taking place, but they can be available when a call is made. That's an area, because a number of police officers cannot be equivalent to a number of citizens in our area, and we have to understand that crime is taking place in different areas. So what is important is that they always come when a call is made, and we are confident that whenever our police officers are called, they are always available. And also the law enforcement, they are visible in the streets. But you remember that whoever is committing crime, first look where are the police situated, then they can be able to do their activities.
My name is Farouk Kaisi from IFM, community radio station here in Gelmendale. As a resident of the area, I will attest that in recent months we have seen police vehicles patrolling in around the areas, especially those areas that are dangerous. So, but my focus, MEC, is just to find out what is the MEC bringing to the people of Philippines today. Why are we here? So that we can pass the message to the community as well, to know that the reason the MEC was here today is because of this, or if maybe there are still more efforts that you still need to bring forth to the community as far as fighting against terrorism and crime, etc.
Our government have made a commitment that will make people accountable. And of course today it's supposed to be a police accountability day, wherein the community members will voice what they see and their observation about the police officers deployed in the area, working in the police stations, and we are able to respond to their queries. So that's the purpose of our day. It's an exercise which we continue to do in all the areas where there are police officers operating there. It's not for the first time. Our commitment is to timelessly visit the community members and to hear what are they saying about the work of the South African Police Services members.
Lastly, MEC Mzimasa again. As we have mentioned already, there have been some deployments from police, a whole lot of groups. I remember there's a drug intervention team, there's quite a lot. And we also mentioned that it's the gangsterism issue and drug issue has been going on for years. Would you perhaps comment on the issue of time frame it has taken to actually implement those, because it does seem like they're getting the work done, like you say, within this sort of almost a month now that they've been operating. Would you comment on maybe the time frame it has taken to actually get to implement those teams?
One, you'll remember that we said we must have a strategy, a strategy which has just been endorsed. So whenever there are teams now, we're trying to operationalize the strategy which we've signed on as the member. And the strategy is an outcome of an integrated approach of all government departments and the security cluster of the province. So we're trying to operationalize it. Hence, on the 11th of March, the minister was here to launch the Operation Lockdown. However, what I can say, I want to commend the members of the South African Police Services for the good work they are doing now, because we could see that between the 11th of March and the 31st of March, there's decline. There are cases, there are people who are apprehended, and also there are drugs which are being recovered from the people, and firearms also. That's a lot of progress. We wish to see more to happen in the area.
And then Simpiwe, do you by any chance have a number of how many more police officers are being deployed for this particular week, if there are more officers that are being deployed to deal with the traffic?
There are officers, but they will come as the week is going towards the 16th. But there is a number of police officers who are deployed here.
And do you know where they are coming from, the national?
We prioritize to use the members from the province. But however, there's a number of those coming from national, because this is not a provincial event, it's a national event, by the way. So members from national also come down to the area.